Your best friend tells you that she thinks that Sam likes you. You are elated at this revelation. Every time you see him, your heart does a happy dance. You have been observing him for some time now, and your admiration for Sam is growing. Then Sam makes a move. Yeah! Sam finally had the courage to ask you for your phone number, so you willingly give it to him. The ball is beginning to roll. The former slightly desperate you would have naively destroyed the relationship before it had any real chance of blossoming. But the new and confident you want to be wiser in your interactions with all men, especially Sam. How should you proceed? How do you strike the delicate balance of showing your interest in Sam while giving Sam the opportunity and the privilege of pursuing you? I'm Kimberly Garth, and I provide practical relationship advice for single Christian women. Today's topic is 10 do's and don'ts of a confident woman when a guy is showing interest. 1. Don't be so eager to respond. Since you have a life other than being available to him 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you don't always have to respond immediately to his messages as if your phone is an extension of your body. Sometimes you can respond promptly, and at other times you simply cannot. To me, that should just be the way of life. You can't allow your devices to control your life. As a matter of fact, try to place your phone away from you from time to time throughout the day. Put a restriction on yourself on how often you will check your phone for messages. 2. Occupy your time and your mind. I know you'll be excited to talk with him all the time, but try to restrain yourself. When you're at home during your free time, watch a movie, read a good book, do your hair, do your nails, take an online course, call a friend to catch up, memorize scripture, write a book, exercise, do anything to have your thoughts otherwise engaged. Don't spend all your time anxiously awaiting for his phone call or his messages. 3. You need sufficient notice for a date. You can't drop all your plans just to be available for a man every single time. Sometimes you can, but sometimes you cannot. Since you have a life apart from him, you'll need to schedule him in. Therefore, you will need sufficient notice, at least a few days, to go on a date with him. After all, you also have to prepare to look your best, like getting a good night's rest. You don't want to be looking stressed and harassed when you go out with him, so you need time. So if he wants more of your time, he'll just need to take the relationship to another level. Don't give too much of yourself so quickly and so easily. Let the man do some work. Thomas Paine said, "That which we obtain too easily, we esteem too lightly." 4. Be patient and joyful. If it takes long in your estimation to respond to your phone calls or your messages, don't take it personally. Choose to think well of him so that when you speak with him, you will sound sincerely joyful and not highly annoyed. You cannot fake it. If you're upset, your voice and your words will betray you. And being too intense will certainly prematurely kill any interest that he has in you. Proverbs 16:32 says, "He who is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who captures a city." 5. Avoid the marriage talk. Don't bring up marriage and what you will name your future children together in your initial conversations with him. You're now getting to know the guy. Suppose he turns out to be a psycho. You don't know him well enough to conclude if you want to marry him. So let him be the one to bring up marriage with you, and don't appear too eager or desperate. 6. Keep your heart open to others. If he hasn't declared his intentions directly to you, do not believe that he's the one for you. He may or he may not be, so I wouldn't recommend setting your heart on him just yet. Keep your mind and your heart open to other good, eligible men. I have seen too many women focus on a man who has given them no commitment, and in time, he marries someone else. So if a man is really interested in you, he will make his intentions known. You're not a mind reader. Also, don't allow yourself to be used as his time filler until he meets the woman of his dreams. At all costs, avoid being in a situationship. You're too special to allow yourself to be used like that. 7. Resist dreaming about your wedding day with him. When you find yourself thinking about your future with him as your husband and walking down the aisles toward him, pinch yourself out of that daydream. Force your mind to think about something that is unrelated, but something that interests or excites you, like your future vacation, your work project, your cutie pie niece or nephew, your new business idea, anything to get your mind from going to dreamland about your future with him. An excellent resource is the book Switch on Your Brain, The Key to Peak Happiness, Thinking and Health by Dr. Caroline Leaf. If you are benefiting from this video, I invite you to like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so that you will know when I publish more videos. 8. Smile often and enjoy yourself. Did you know that someone can tell if you are smiling on the other end of the phone? It makes a difference in the way that you sound. So the next time that you speak with your love interest or anyone for that matter, try smiling. 9. Don't smother him. Give him some breathing space. You don't have to be in his presence 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You don't need to make him feel guilty because he wants to spend time with his friends. As a matter of fact, you want to encourage him to have strong relationships with other godly men because iron sharpens iron, according to Proverbs 27 verse 17. 10. Make time for your other relationships. Don't neglect your other key relationships with God, your friends, your family in order to focus completely on Him. That's a bad idea. God has placed you in community so that you can blossom into a purposeful, healthy, grounded woman. No man can provide all that you need to prosper in every area of your life. In summary, a truly confident woman of God knows her worth and she acts accordingly. Her value is not based on her outward appearance or her sexual appeal, but rather her depth of character and her strength, which comes from her dependence on God. If you'd like suggestions of a few key areas for you to grow in, get my free The Irresistible Godly Woman checklist. The link is in the description. As you begin to value who you are, your desirability will increase. So my blossoming beauties, keep your confidence level up as you get to know this new guy in your life. As always, I love your engagement. So the question for you is, how do confident women behave around men? Comment and let me know. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed and benefited from this video, you might also like some of my other videos. See you next time. Bye.